Hi everyone. I'm discussing here day 10 of my journey to life blog writing, and this blog I wrote about was called A Cycle of Desire and Need and Jealousy, Part 2. This was a continuation of yesterday's blog about relationships and playing within the polarity of desiring and needing a relationship, another being in my world, and the jealousy that's kind of the polarity opposite of the desire and need that kind of develops when you exist within this energy relationship. And within this blog I wrote self-forgiveness out on the points of defining myself as another through and as my ego, and also I walked self-forgiveness on jealousy. And so within these points, some realizations and things that came up was first how much I have been existing within competition in my world and kind of like a survival mode where I'm seeking only to survive, as I'm seeing myself only through competition with other people, like having to compete to be accepted here, accepted in my world, accepted among people, accepted in, different institutions like education and, other points that we're in, like groups that we're in. Also, existing through comparison of myself with others. So it's just this constant polarity play out of our kind of relationship with others, only within myself. This is all being created with my own mind, with my own ideas, beliefs about another, and then from the comparison with that person, I am defining myself by my ideas and my beliefs about people. And the basic polarity play-out is good, bad, positive, negative. How I can be better than the people around me, because within and as being an ego personality, all I want to do is be at the top, be the best I can be the best over others, because I want attention from people. I want people to like me and accept me because of, what I can do and who I am. So this has been created pretty much my whole life, of just comparing myself with others. I mean, a big point has always been looks, like comparing myself to other girls and, seeing myself inferior just based on the picture. I mean, if I see a girl who is, really pretty, then I'll be inferior. And then if there's guys, like in middle school and high school, if there is guys around, then I would always put myself lower than the girls that are prettier. And, the guys that were really cute, I wouldn't go probably even talk to. And I would just submit myself to being inferior, and because of my idea of myself as a picture, as beauty, I would play this whole personality role out and just live my life due to me seeing myself as less than other people based on looks. And then if it was the opposite polarity where I saw myself as better than people, my whole personality would change around people. Around them, I'd become more confident, and I would become more outgoing and such, because I knew that I had an edge up on these people because of my ideas, and because I saw myself as better looking than these people. The look point has always been with me. I've always compared myself based on looks. But it also goes into like school, like comparing myself to like being smart or not. And like never fully engaging myself in school activities because I just, played that role of being, not smart or not so smart, like super smart, and always having that idea about myself that I wasn't that smart. Because I didn't really try hard enough. Like, I didn't push myself to even try hard in school, so I didn't apply myself that much. So based on the idea of me being, dumb and not being so smart, as I compare myself to other kids that were very smart and, diligent in their work and applied themselves well, I, on the other hand, used that point of, I'm not that smart, so why even try? And I would just bum around school and, not apply myself. So it's was my own creation, pretty much, of, and my own like head trips, pretty much, of not applying myself based on seeing myself less than other people, and my like comparing myself and judging myself based on other people in my world. So always being in this relationship of comparison and competition with the people around me. So that's, I'm always in a cycle of up and down, up and down, up and down, and never being able to be stable here and to be, like enjoy myself as just living with others, but always in competition. And then with the competition, obviously I wrote about this point of jealousy, and the jealousy would come in when, I saw, say, pretty, like a girl, like I liked this guy in school. This happened a few times, and a girl that I defined as more pretty than me would get, those two would get together, the guy that I liked and the girl, and then I would become jealous of her, and in my mind, like, diminish her, degrade her, have all sorts of nasty thoughts because I wanted to, bring down that relationship and bring down her, because I wanted myself to be able to be on like a level with her so I could compete with her and gain, the same status as her, but based on me coming to the conclusion that I could never be to that point of beauty because I was just defining myself by pictures, then I would go into the nastiness and, be very jealous and spiteful and resentful of this certain person. And when I'd be around her, be rude, and any way I could, I would try to diminish her and, just create abuse through this point of jealousy towards others. And this happened in many types of scenarios, such as just through the comparison and competition that I was always playing out. So jealousy was a nasty thing that I created within myself and created among the people in my world. It also stemmed with my little sister. I would be like, because I always desired this point of attention from like people around me. I wanted to be the center of attention. My younger sister was very shy and just, peaceful kind of, and didn't really seek attention out. So I would be jealous of that point of peacefulness because I would want that within myself. I want to be peaceful and not have to like desire this energy point of trying to get attention from others. So I would, be jealous of her. And then this is when we were younger, like before like middle school. And so I would, I did a lot of mean things to my sister. You know, I used to beat her up and stuff, and I was just mean to her. She didn't deserve a lot of the meanness that I put upon her. So, you know, and I also kind of used that relationship of me being superior to her because she was younger than me and smaller than me, and thus there was a whole polarity relationship as well, where I would kind of dominate her and control her, and then, like, you know, I'd also protect her within the neighborhood. You know, if kids would bully her, I'd protect her, and so it was this, like, weird dynamic where it was just very unstable. It was kind of like sibling type relationship, but I'm not proud of the abuse I put onto her because of jealousy and resentment and just desiring to be like her but not being able to be like her because of these addictions that I crave, like being the best, being seen as the best, having people praise me and see me as special. So, you know, just existing with an ego has been pretty much how I summed it up, is just wanting to exalt myself and exalt myself as a personality, and then playing different personalities with different groups that I was in based on the way I was judging myself and within comparison, and then over time would upgrade myself and try to be better in points that I saw myself as not good, to try to compete and be able to compete with the people that I saw as better than me. So it was a constant, you know, up and down way of living, and it wasn't stable, it wasn't fun, and I was always within my head, just existing and, you know, never being satisfied with myself, never being happy with myself, and, you know, abusing life through these points of jealousy, comparison, and that was one point. Another point I wrote about was just the addiction to relationships as well. I spoke about this yesterday. I wrote out some forgiveness about being addicted to someone and, you know, staying with them because they give you that energy that you require, and then through this addiction and through this kind of obsession with the other person, you know, I would go into points of jealousy and, you know, within my head go crazy if even a girl would come near him and talk to him, or, you know, I'd try not to be jealous, but it would just occur in my head, and I'd have thoughts of, you know, resentment and anger, and just live out that jealousy type girlfriend. I wasn't, you know, crazy about it, but I definitely had jealousy within me towards anyone that was gonna try to, you know, get on my man or get near my man, whatever that phrase is. So within the self-forgiveness, the realizations was obviously how I need to stop comparing myself to life, how I need to stop competing with life, and in a way of ego, in a way of trying to make myself better, in a way of trying to upgrade myself because I'm not accepting myself, stopping polarity playouts of being inferior to life, seeing life inferior to me, and then playing out that superior inferior role with with different groups that I'm with. So it's a base point of accepting myself here as everyone, accepting everyone here as life, not separating myself due to ideas, thoughts, beliefs, stopping all that within, you know, self-forgiveness and application and living application of just stopping it through breathing, not allowing myself to accept these thoughts, continually stopping it as it comes, And I've already proven to myself that it works, that it does diminish, and I can stop patterns. So it's, now that I've walked some time, it's become a bit easier in that respect of, you know, realizing that this process works, and, you know, applying myself shows results that are cool. So just continuing to apply the tools of stopping, embracing people as myself, stopping judging myself, stopping judging life. And I have different points where, you know, I accept myself. Like, I don't, like, you know, I've been applying this recently within videos. I don't, like, I just kind of put clothes on, like a sweatshirt or whatever, and put my hair up and not try to look like perfect picture, just kind of come on and speak. And other points, but I can't remember. But anyways, just different little exercises where I'm pushing to stop the separation, stop judging people. You know, if I see someone that I'm judging, I stop obviously the thoughts, and then I go and speak to the person and engage and, you know, create conversation. And it's, you know, it's always cool to do that, because you kind of realize that you're missing the being there, you're missing the life that's living there. And it's just nonsense to just judge someone and define someone based on the way we look. We're not pictures. So stopping that, accepting life as myself, becoming humble with myself, and stopping the competition of trying to be better than others, just living this point of equality and oneness as life as myself, and living as physical life here. Just being physical, being practical, using common sense, walking these tools until I'm not moved by energy, I'm not moved by thoughts, beliefs, whatever separation comes up. I've stopped jealousy. I'm not moved by jealousy. I'm just here. I'm just physical. I'm just one and equal. I'm accepting myself as life and walking this as myself. And thus, through these points of becoming equal here, aligning myself with the physical, I can be part of the solution here of creating a world that's best for all in actual equality, as I have become equal and one with life here, and I've stopped my abuse. I've become responsible for myself, and I've stopped the abuse of life as me, stopping the abuse of myself as well, accepting myself, and enjoying myself, and being intimate with myself, and embracing myself, and doing that with others as well. So it's just, I realize it's a point of acceptance of all as myself, and stopping all points of ego as separation. Alright, thanks for watching.